Hi there! If you have ever felt like your dog is just way too hyped up to listen, whether it's at parks, during walks, or even when you're just trying to prepare their dinner bowl, you are not alone. And today, I'm going to share one powerful tip for dealing with excitement that will change everything. First of all, let's clear something up. It is totally normal for dogs to get excited. The younger and more energetic they are, the more this will happen. But here's the kicker. Adult and even senior dogs also have excited moments. My own dog Fusion is 12 years old, and he still gets very excited about his favorite games, his favorite people, and of course, feeding time. So, if your dog gets wound up in certain situations, let me tell you, it's not a bad thing. In fact, it's part of what makes dogs so wonderful, right? Their joy and enthusiasm are contagious. But let's be real. As much as their excitement is cute and funny, it can also be really frustrating. Like when they just will not listen, when they pull like crazy on the leash, or when they refuse to sit still when you are trying to put down their dinner bowl. And you might feel like any training is impossible in this hyped up state. Sounds familiar? Well, let me share something important. The more excited your dog is in any situation, the harder it is to train them at that moment. It's not just happening for you, it's not just happening for your dog. This is a universal truth in dog training. When your dog is calm, training is much easier. As their excitement level rises, training gets trickier. And when they are very excited, then training is exponentially harder. But here's the encouraging part. Once your dog has learned a skill in a calm setting, you can absolutely transfer that learned behavior to more arousing situations. So, let's talk about our solution for dealing with excitement. Whatever skill your dog struggles with when they're really wound up, you first need to teach them very well how to do it in a calm setting. Trying to train them when they're already hyped up is like trying to learn algebra in the middle of a dance party. It's just not going to work. For example, if you want your dog to stay calm and go to their mat when visitors come over, then you cannot start training this while visitors are already at the door and your dog is bouncing off the walls with excitement. That is simply too hard of a situation for learning. Instead, you need to practice the skill first in a quiet and distraction-free setting. Get your dog really good at going to their bed and lying down when it's just you. No visitors, no distractions. And once they can do this easily in a calm setting, then we can start to add small challenges gradually. This part is absolutely crucial. You need to build a strong reinforcement history in calm settings where your dog can focus and can succeed. Your dog needs to repeatedly experience success in low stimulation environments and get rewarded for doing the right thing. This repetition is key because it creates a strong mental association for your dog. When I do this behavior, good things happen. And the more times they succeed, the more reliable a behavior becomes and the more it can withstand more exciting situations. You can think of it like building a muscle. You would not try to lift heavy weights at the gym on your very first day, right? You would start small, build strength over time, and only then you can take on more challenging exercises. So if your dog is not performing a skill consistently and easily in a calm environment, like your quiet living room, they are absolutely not ready to advance to harder, more distracting situations. I cannot stress this enough. Do not rush the beginning steps of working in low distraction and not exciting environments, because you're not just teaching any one behavior. You are building a foundation for your dog for how to learn and how to focus and how to listen. If they never get to experience it, to not be excited and to work together with you, then you have no chance of them ever listening in highly exciting situations. They need to rehearse listening to you in non-distracting, non-exciting situations first. And they need to be really good at this before we can take those known skills into more arousing environments. Once your dog is absolutely rock solid at performing skills in calm environments, only then we begin to gradually increase the difficulty. We start by adding small distractions. For example, If we're working in the living room, we might turn on the TV or move around the room. And then, over time, we work our way up to more challenging scenarios, such as, in our example with the visitors, actually having visitors arrive. But do not skip ahead. Advancing too quickly is one of the biggest mistakes dog owners make in training. Remember, every time your dog practices a skill successfully in a calm setting, you're strengthening their ability to perform it later in more exciting situations. Remember, excitement is totally normal. It's part of who your dog is, and they will always be excited in some situations. Our goal is not to never make them excited. Our goal is to build solid foundations for behaviors so that our dog will succeed in performing them also in harder situations. As always, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and I wish you happy training!